Cianos.
The legacy continues.
It's been estimated we waste 2.5 days each year standing in line. That's why at Publix, we're always conscious of your checkout time, doing everything we possibly can to get you on your way. Which means more time for other things. Like building something bigger than a house. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
It's Real Housewives of Millionaire, all this week.
Closed captioning for Channel 3 News is brought to you by Troy University. First, live, local, now, on Channel 3 News.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight with the latest on the oil spill.
BP says if all goes as planned, the live images will cease sooner than expected. Officials say they are just 300 feet from completing one of 2 relief wells, far ahead of their mid-August target date. Plus, perhaps as soon as tomorrow, a new containment ship on the surface over the site could double the amount of oil being collected. Meanwhile, oil has now impacted all 5 Gulf Coast states. Tests confirmed tar balls have washed up on the Texas coast this weekend, and they did in fact come from the Deepwater Horizon. But it's not clear yet whether the oil arrived through currents or ships.
A Cantonment woman and her unborn child are dead after an attack at the family's home.
Witnesses say Philip Arnold lived with the family on South Chipper Road, but he took off after the stabbing Monday night. Now he is in the Escambia County Jail facing 2 murder charges. That's where we find Channel 3's Liz Nagy. She has the latest details on this case.
So investigators say Philip Arnold turned himself into deputies last night after witnesses say he ran from the house where he stabbed his roommate, Angela Brown. Now tonight they say they don't know why he did it, but the victim's fiance tells us their 6-year-old son watched his pregnant mother die.
When she was laying on the floor, my 6-year-old was hollering, "Mom, wake up, wake up, wake up, get up, Mom."
6-year-old Santana was one of the last to see his mother, Angela Brown, alive. He was there when she fell to the floor Monday night with a stab to her chest.
I never seen any blood on her, but I know she was holding her chest, with both hands. When I opened her blouse up, I seen the stab wound.
That's when Brown's fiance of 15 years started CPR.
Her heart rate was slowing up and everything.
And how could a man take my sister like he did, and she was pregnant?
Before she died, Brown said the couple's roommate, Philip Arnold, put a knife in her chest, then took off.
Anybody would want to just get their hands on that person, And that was running to my head.
We all know Philip. He used to hang around us all the time. How come he wanted to do this? I mean, why? What reason? Don't nobody know why.
Overnight, this family lost their unborn baby brother they named Angel. And the man police say killed him turned himself into deputies.
I'm glad that I didn't catch up with him at that present time, because of the anger I had in me, I'd probably be in jail, for murder or something like that.
Now tonight, investigators and that family are searching for anything that could indicate to them what may have caused this man to allegedly murder Angela Brown. But deputies say they do have the murder weapon, which they think is a knife, in custody as evidence. Reporting live at the Escambia County Jail, Liz Nagy, Channel 3 News.
New details now on the possible explosive device found in Orange Beach this morning. The ordnance was discovered just east of Perdido Pass before noon today after it washed up on the sand. An emergency ordnance disposal team out of Panama City has confirmed the device is a naval practice ordnance, but they say it is not live and never posed a danger to the public. Experts also say it appears to have been in the water for some time because of the growth on it. The device is being put on a truck and taken back to Panama City.
Florida's Director of Environmental Protection says he's trying to get more skimmers to keep oil from the BP spill off our shores. DEP Secretary Michael Sowell says he has targeted up to 44 more skimmers that he'd like to place several miles off our beaches. The problem is that the drum-type skimmers being used in Mississippi and Louisiana don't work as well here, where something called a Marco Belt skimmer is needed to pick up the more weathered oil.
They've gone to the manufacturer to see if they can get more Marco skimmers here in the state, and they can. They're under manufacturing, and it'll take them up till September to see a significant increase in the quantity that come to the state. But there are other types of skimmers that function like a Marco that we can continue to pursue.
Sol says he still needs to test some of the skimmers he's looking at, but hopes to have several of them on the water by August 1st. But with hurricane season here, there are plenty of rumors, plenty of myths as well about what could happen if we're hit by a storm. One of these rumors claims you'll need special training to get back to your home if storm surge pushes oil from the Gulf onto your property. Channel 3's Dan Thomas has been looking into that specifically and has more. Dan?
Well, Bob, the rumor basically goes like this. If you live in an area like the beach, you'll need to have a hazmat certification card to get back to your home. And best I can tell, that rumor originated based on this article, loosely based on this article in the Christian Science Monitor. A man named Ron Greevy, who's told a reporter that he lived on Pensacola Beach, was walking along, said that he had just completed a hazmat class that he thought he would need to get back on the beach after a hurricane because it would be covered in oil. Now, that one man's speculation was republished dozens of times on websites all over the world, websites like this one with these scary names like the Total Apocalypse, websites like Global Rumblings, taking this one man's speculation as gospel as what you would need to live in this community after a storm. So I spoke to Escambia County's emergency manager, John Dosh, and he scoffed at that notion, but there is a grain of truth that really kind of seems to fuel these things. Dosh said they will err on the side of protecting human health, and if there's danger, you're not going to be allowed in the area. Even if you do have one of those hazmat cards, you'd still have to have all the proper equipment and gear. At that point, you're likely going to be working for a certified contractor. He thought the chances of a hazardous situation that extreme would be pretty slim. Bob, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. Well, two popular Destin fishing tournaments will not happen this year because of the oil. This weekend's Destin Swordfish Shootout has been canceled due to the fishing closures. The Fish and Chicks 5th Annual Pink Rubber Boots Ladies Fishing Rodeo has also been canceled. That was scheduled for August 21st. Well, since the oil spill, many Destin boat captains have been putting away their fishing gear and joining BP's Vessels of Opportunity program. Well, with 9 miles of open state waters open to fishing, a handful of captains are still running their charters. Captain Bernie Lefebvre says he just couldn't give up his fishing. For now, he's making trips almost every day, but that could soon come to an end. Coming up at 6, we'll tell you why he finally signed on with BP.
Well, forecasters are keeping a very close eye on an area of low pressure near the Yucatan. If it develops, it could disrupt the oil containment efforts once again. Our chief meteorologist, Alan Strom, has the latest.
First warning weather. Powered by Pensacola State College.
The seas are a little on the high side out there across the Gulf. That's going to be the case tomorrow. It's still going to be a little bit breezy out over the water. Now, here's what we're looking at. So this is the Gulf of Mexico. Here's the Florida Panhandle, Alabama right in here. All of this is going to be shifting toward the northwest and over this very warm water. It does have the potential to develop into something a little bit further, so we're going to be watching it very closely. In the meantime, what it is just an area of low pressure with some showers and some rain and thunderstorms and windy weather around it. Each one of these lines is a different forecast model. So this gives us an idea of where it's going to be headed now. And you can see for now, this is a path that would be very similar to what Alex took heading towards South Texas or maybe even parts of Mexico.
The Escambia County Sheriff's Office will not arrest people caught panhandling, at least for now. In 2007, you may recall, the Escambia County Commission approved an ordinance banning panhandling in certain areas, but they did put some heavy restrictions on it countywide. Last month, the American Civil Liberties Union of Northwest Florida contacted the Sheriff's Office saying the measure may violate free speech. Deputies have stopped enforcing the ordinance until the county attorney reviews it. Well, tickets to the first ever DeLuna Music Festival are now on sale. The 2-day event will be held the third weekend in October on Casino Beach. So far, the artists scheduled to appear include Stone Temple Pilots, 311, and 30 Seconds to Mars. Ticket prices range from $55 to $275. They can be purchased at Seville Quarter in downtown Pensacola or at the Bridge Bar in Gulf Breeze. You can also buy them at online, delunafest.com. Of course, for more information, please log on to our website and click on News Links. Well, the Blue Angels will practice their signature moves over Pensacola Beach tomorrow. The Navy's world-famous precision flying team will perform at 8 a.m. Now, this practice kicks off the jam-packed Pensacola Beach Air Show weekend. And the big air show will be this Saturday at noon. And of course, they have the full dress rehearsal on Friday. Now, WEAR, along with our partner Bob Tyler Toyota and Suzuki, will bring you live coverage from the shows. That starts on Friday on 3 in the morning. Coming up, the cost of the coastal crisis keeps growing. How much BP has spent so far? And a second chance for some oil birds, where they're heading from here.
But first, Pensacola Christian College wants to close down a local road. Why, they say they're concerned about student safety.
First, live, local. You're watching Channel 3 News at 5 in high definition with anchors Sue Strawn, Bob Solarski, and Chief Meteorologist Alan Strum.
It's a simply irresistible summer sales event, and the savings are simply irresistible. Save on gas with the most fuel-efficient car maker in America. Get tremendous value with the 2010 Hyundai Elantra with iPod input and 35 miles per gallon. Now at a simply irresistible $149 a month or 2.9% APR. Supported by America's best warranty and Hyundai Assurance. It's a simply irresistible summer sales event at your Gulf Coast Hyundai dealers. Simply irresistible.
Looking for a new primary care physician? Sacred Heart Medical Group has more than 60 family and internal medicine physicians at locations throughout the Gulf Coast. For a referral, call Sacred Heart at 850-416-1600.
What's Papa John doing on a cooking show? Talking about quality. What else?
Papa's in the house.
Now, I know it starts out with the dough, right?
Everything's fresh. Now, frozen people can tell the difference.
Now, create your own Papa John's pizza for just $10. All pizzas, even our signature specialties, just $10. Order now at papajohns.com and get all large Papa John's pizzas for just $10 each.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John, yeah! Pizza.
And as CEO, I take responsibility and learn from it.
Rick Scott, let's get real. While your hospitals were profiting from abortions, I voted 100% pro-life. You cashed in helping illegals send American dollars to Mexico. I led the conservative fight to secure our borders and against amnesty. And while you pocketed $300 million by ripping off taxpayers, as Attorney General, I recovered record millions from Medicaid fraud. You put profit over principle, and that's wrong.
We believe an insurance agency should stand by you when you need it most. If you're curious dropping your wind coverage or dropping you entirely, or if you're just looking for better coverage and service, let our experienced team go to work for you. Lamar Dean & Associates work as a team, each with the area expertise. Instead of only one choice of coverage, Lamar Dean agents have access to numerous insurance products and plans. We can find the best coverage to fit your insurance needs. Call Lamar Dean & Associates, 850-497-6510. Don't renew before you do.
Channel 3 News First Warning WeatherNet is brought to you by Sacred Heart Health System and Ailstock, Whitcomb, Crease, and Overholtz. Here is Chief Meteorologist Alan Strum.
Hey, check out some of our rainfall totals. Holly Navarre Middle School, that's in Santa Rosa County with more than 1.5 inches of rain. Myrtle Grove Elementary School, that's in the Pensacola area. Myrtle Grove Community with more than 1 inch. Pace High School, that's in Santa Rosa County with 0.7 of an inch. Carib Resort out of Orange Beach, Alabama. Also a lot of rain, more than 1.5 inches, 81 degrees there. And cloudy in Okaloosa County. Rough surf too. Look at the waves crashing in there. We've had some pretty rough conditions out in the Gulf. Here's a view from Santa Rosa County as we're looking at the Santa Rosa Sound. It looks like there might even be, it looks certainly a little hazy, maybe a few raindrops off in the distance. Sacred Heart, hazy there too, 80 degrees with just over 1/2 inch of rain. And here's some other temperatures for you where we're in the upper 70s to low 80s. Now we do have a bit of rain that's been moving onshore. This around Baldwin County, Alabama, even Perdido Key. We'll get a little bit of this wet weather as we head through the next 20, 30 minutes or so, even through the next hour until about 6 o'clock. We can expect the coastal areas here to see some of this rain. Orange Beach, seeing some of that. Gulf Shores, parts of Baldwin County. As I put this into motion, you'll notice that it is moving toward the north or a bit toward the northwest and moving onshore. Now, let's take a look at the home view. Elsewhere, we're looking pretty good. In fact, we do have a concert at Pensacola Beach tonight, Bands on the Beach. The summer concert series will go on tonight, and it looks like it's cloudy, but without any rain there now. That's in about 2 hours when that show will start. But most of Florida now seeing just cloudy skies, but without any rain after really a pretty wet day. Here's the southeast region. I want to remind you, you can use our iRadar, which is at WEARTV.com. So maybe some rain for this evening or tonight, and then tomorrow also. It is a slight chance for wet weather on our Futurecast. You can see some of the colors showing up on the map here. Here's a timestamp. So midday hours tomorrow, maybe some rain, not a lot of widespread rainfall. In fact, we've got far less of a chance for wet weather tomorrow than we have over the last couple days. And then it just clears up for Thursday and really dries out. We're going to end up with nice sunny weather then. Here's our area of low pressure near the Yucatan. That is going to be moving toward the northwest. And you can see some of the forecast models. Each one of those lines is a different model. So this is what we're expecting with that. Not headed our way, but of course that is going to have a big impact on the Gulf of Mexico, and it will end up causing some rough seas, especially if it gets a little bit more intense. Red flags out at the beach, so we've got dangerous surf. Lifeguards are telling people just to stay out of the water. You can see some people kind of standing around and checking out the surf, but it really looks rough out there. That water not clear at all. That's a live view from the Hardee's Beach Cam, which is on top of South Harbor condos. Seas still pretty rough, running at 6 feet offshore. Tomorrow's seas will be 4 to 6 feet, so it will be rough yet again tomorrow with that east and then southeast wind. By the end of the week, it looks like that may be out of the west. So we've seen the oil shift to the west, and it may start to shift back heading into this weekend, as we are going to see a shift in the winds. 70s overnight with maybe some rain. Tomorrow, some sunshine. Only a 30% chance for rain. It will be hot with a high up around 91. All clear here for Thursday and Friday, and for those practice shows, the weather really looks pretty good for the Blue Angels around here. And then over the weekend, hopefully we'll get a high show then as well, but we do have a chance for rain. Just a pop-up shower or thunderstorm may hit us on Saturday and Sunday, and then heading into the next week, same sort of story as you check out our 7-day. Our Penn Air Federal Credit Union Penn the Weather winner today is Jenna Gibson. That's the way the weather's been looking. Hang on to the umbrellas, rain hats.
Yeah, hang on tight.
Yep.
Thanks, Alan. Well, a call for safety is causing some controversy. We'll have the heated debate surrounding a possible road closure near Pensacola Christian College.
At Home Place 4th of July sale, buy this 98-inch designer sofa, $493.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Plus a discount equal to your sales tax.
Double wow.
Held over through Saturday at Home Place Furniture.
When Sarah presented to us, she had some visible signs of the varicosities.
Felt like it was going to make it more difficult for me down the road to continue my career and maybe possibly lead to other health problems as I get older.
The procedures that we offer are minimally invasive. We have seen dramatic changes in the lifestyles of our patients.
I was actually able to return to work the very next day.
Call Interventional Radiology Consultants.
So Frank's thinking we should bundle our phone, internet, and TV. Says we could save money.
Yeah, but who knows which company to choose?
People against lousy service know.
You're with Pals?
Totally. And Cox is your best choice for bundling. They not only save you cash, but give you great extras, like free HD programming.
Well, my husband will be glad to hear that.
Oh, here. Call him now.
A rip current is when the current pulls you away from the shore. Here's how to beat it. First, don't panic. Second, let the current take you out. Once it stops, which it will, swim parallel to the shoreline. You'll soon escape the rip current and be able to swim back to shore.
Looking for the number of an experienced personal injury lawyer? Look for our number. You'll see it everywhere.
At Home Place 4th of July sale, buy this double reclining sofa, $499.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Plus a discount equal to your sales tax.
Double wow.
Held over through Saturday at Home Place Furniture.
Do you remember the morning after Hurricane Ivan? We looked outside and saw the devastation with a sense of hopelessness, but we came together. We reached out to friends, neighbors, and even complete strangers, and what we rebuilt was stronger and even better than before. Now, as we watch the devastation of our shores, we have to keep that same faith, that same determination to rise again. After all, that's the kind of people we are, and that's what we do here on the Gulf Coast.
Ready? I got a little bit of a wedgie, but yes.
Couples that crash together
I can see you, you're looking good.
win cash together.
You gonna marry her?
ABC's Wipeout Couples Edition. All new tonight at 8/7 Central on ABC.
Pensacola Christian College wants Escambia County to close a public road running near its campus.
The school says it has safety concerns about Rawson Lane, which runs next to the campus to connect Brent Lane and Airport Boulevard. Channel 3's Bill Pearson explains why the proposal has neighbors split.
Some people living on Rawson Lane said there's one simple reason why this road should be closed.
This road is very, very dangerous. It's only by the grace of God that somebody hasn't been killed, a pedestrian or something.
There are only a few properties on the road that are not associated with the college, and some of those homeowners do not want to see the road closed for the school.
Because it's been there since before the college started, and we hope we're going to be able to talk them out of it.
Pensacola Christian College leaders say there is plenty of danger out here, and it's not limited to college students and staff.
We're concerned not just about our students and employees, but also people from the public. Rawson is a very small, narrow road. It's very difficult for people coming down there at a fast rate and then having others cross Rawson.
If a portion of the road is closed, people living on Rawson would have to be rerouted through the Norwood subdivision in order to get to Airport Boulevard.
A slight inconvenience is not anything compared with the danger of someone being killed on this road by an accident.
Pensacola Christian College leaders have come up with this information pack to hand out to their neighbors who are currently against the plan in an effort to change their minds. Ultimately, it'll be up to the Escambia County Commissioners, who could decide as early as Thursday on what happens with the future of this road. Reporting in Escambia County, Bill Pearson, Channel 3 News.
Again, Pensacola Christian College will host a town hall meeting with their neighbors tonight at St. John Chapel, located on St. John Street. And as Bill mentioned, the Escambia County Commission could make the final decision on Rawson Lane as early as this Thursday.
Well, coming up, a new tool and a big one to help with the coastal crisis. Why we'll have to wait a little longer for more aerial patrols.
Timberline Homes' massive travel trailer liquidation in April was a complete sellout. So Timberline has made an additional purchase of 500 slightly used RV travel trailers that are again being offered at 65% off retail. Still the lowest price on travel trailers anywhere. This liquidation is taking place at Timberline stores located in Brewton, Dothan, Clanton, Tuscaloosa, Cullman, and Pensacola, Florida. Travel trailers start at only $29.95. Mobile homes $99.95. Saturday and Sunday only at a Timberline Homes location near you.
For 50 years, Pensacola Christian Academy has been known for its outstanding academic program. Enroll your child in 5-year-old kindergarten and give him the start he needs to last a lifetime. The outstanding reading program he'll experience will give him a great foundation for the future. Visit our attractive classrooms or call 478-8483.
What I love about the Penton House is Alice and her entire staff, the professionalism that you're treated with when you come here. The education that she and her staff do here at the Penton House really makes a difference in what they do with the color, the styles, and everything. I love all the products. I use them. Alice always gives me what I need. It's wonderful. Customer satisfaction, everyone's treated personally, and I think that keeps people coming back here.
Kia Autosport and Northwest Florida Blood Services invite you to the 2010 Drive for Life.
Give the gift of life and be entered to win this 2010 Kia Soul.
Your blood donation will help save someone's life in our hospitals.
Give the gift of life and you could be driving a 2010 Soul from Pensacola's Kia Autosport. Get registered today. Save a life. Donate blood at Northwest Florida Blood Services.
Donate blood today.
We want to see you in a Kia.
Did you know SafeLink now offers 120 free minutes that carry over month to month?
As a single mom, if my daughter and I have an emergency, how will we call for help?
SafeLink, free government-supported Motorola, LG, or Samsung cell phones with 120 free carryover month-to-month minutes for calling, texting, and even international calls. Plus free directory assistance and 911 location tracking. All this with superior coverage to other programs.
Now I can stay connected in an emergency.
SafeLink, 120 free minutes that carry over month to month and others don't.
BP's cost for containing and cleaning up the oil has now surpassed $3 billion, but the company says it has no plans to sell new shares to help pay for the coastal crisis. Recent reports suggested some Middle East investors were considering buying a stake in the oil giant. BP says they welcome new shareholders, but they won't issue any new equity. That means BP's current investors won't have to worry about their holdings losing value because of a larger stock base. Or more help is coming to the Gulf Coast in the form of a massive blimp. The 178-foot-long airship will monitor oil slicks and scan for endangered wildlife. It can stay in the air for about 12 hours at a time. That's much longer than any of the helicopters and planes that are now being used. The blimp was scheduled to arrive in Gulf Shores today, but because of the weather, officials say it won't get here until Friday. And this is courtesy of the Navy that's being sent in.
Well, 7 birds rehabilitated after the oil spill are being taken for release on the East Coast. They're en route now. Volunteers from the Wildlife Sanctuary of Northwest Florida left today for Tallahassee. A different group of volunteers will then take the birds to Gainesville, and another group will take them to a wildlife hospital in Melbourne and then eventually be released. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Coast Guard are not responsible for releasing the rehabbed wildlife.
We'll take a look now at Gulf Coast calendar. A couple of events we'd like to pass along to you if you're interested in growing African violets. All those rumors you heard about how difficult they can be, well, they say they're not true, especially if you get tips from the experts, which you can do tomorrow, 6 to 8 p.m. at the main branch of the Public Library, downtown Pensacola, 200 West Gregory Street. Gospel concert in Pace featuring the Booth Brothers, Thursday night, 7 p.m., Emmanuel Baptist Church, 4187 Highway 90.
I'm a kindergarten teacher. I just love my kids. And with my new knee, I can still keep up with them.
Perfectionist? Yeah, I'd say I'm one. I just want to do my best for every patient.
Every day I get a chance to save someone's life.
I'm a night owl, and I love the night shift.
We are Baptist Healthcare.
And I'm in caring hands.
What's Papa John doing on a cooking show? Talking about quality. What else?
Papa's in the house.
Now, I know it starts out with the dough, right? Everything's fresh. Now, frozen, people can tell the difference.
Now, create your own Papa John's pizza for just $10. All pizzas, even our signature specialties, just $10. Order now at papajohns.com and get all large Papa John's pizzas for just $10 each.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John, yeah! Pizza.
Stop by Wind Creek Casino and Hotel and beat the chicken at tic-tac-toe and win $1,000 cash. Plus pick up $5,000 in free play in the last pluck drawings every Tuesday. Do you have what it takes, or are you chicken?
We believe an insurance agency should stand by you when you need it most. If you're curious dropping your wind coverage or dropping you entirely, or if you're just looking for better coverage and service, let our experienced team go to work for you. Lamar Dean & Associates work as a team, each with the area expertise. Instead of only one choice of coverage, Lamar Dean agents have access to numerous insurance products and plans. We can find the best coverage to fit your insurance needs. Call Lamar Dean & Associates, 850-497-6510. Don't renew before you do.
Coming up on World News, the latest on the broiling east, the ways people are staying cool or trying to, and Dr. Richard Besser with some advice about heat and health. It's all due. That and all the news from around the world tonight.
A southeast wind has basically pushed all this oil more toward the west, so you can see places like Mississippi and areas near Dauphin Island. That's where we're seeing some oil washing up now. This later in the week is going to change and likely be out of this direction, so we'll see a little bit of a shift. That is the latest from the First Warning Oil Tracker.
And that is our news for the 5 o'clock hour. As always, we do thank you for joining us and hope to see you again at 6.
Now stay tuned for ABC News. We'll see you back here in 30 minutes.
Closed captioning for Channel 3 News is brought to you by Troy University.
It's a simply irresistible summer sales event, and the savings are simply irresistible. Save on gas with the most fuel-efficient car maker in America. Get tremendous value with the 2010 Hyundai Elantra with iPod input and 35 miles per gallon. Now at a simply irresistible $149 a month or 2.9% APR. Supported by America's best warranty and Hyundai Assurance. It's a simply irresistible summer sales event at your Gulf Coast Hyundai dealers. Simply irresistible.
And as CEO, I take responsibility and learn from it.
Rick Scott, let's get real. While your hospitals were profiting from abortions, I voted 100% pro-life. You cashed in helping illegals send American dollars to Mexico. I led the conservative fight to secure our borders and against amnesty. And while you pocketed $300 million by ripping off taxpayers, as Attorney General, I recovered record millions from Medicaid fraud. You put profit over principle, and that's wrong.
What is Pods? A smarter way to move and store. We deliver a container, you fill it up. With big things. Valuable things. Things you want to baby. Take all the time you need, then call us. We'll come get your container and take it wherever you want it to go. We can drive it to you.